Hi Prasanth, good evening.
Hi Ganesh.
I am glad to we meet today. I am really
Me
excited
as well.
to learn from your experience. Can you start briefly by introducing yourself?
My name is Prasanth, and I'm currently working as a data scientist at CVS Health. My background lies in computer science. I had a bachelor's and master's degree in computer science, and currently I'm staying in United States.
Okay, you have a great future. What is
Thank
your
you.
experience in ELCS Lab and how it helpful to you in facing of interviews?
Uh, well, I say most of the labs help us to communicate well better. When interviewing from companies or sending applications or in networking, this played a crucial role. Like mostly it's part of the communications I had, and the practice I had in the labs had made me a better person now.
Okay, could you please tell me important requirement for face-to-face interview?
Uh, yeah, there are a couple of few. Well, one thing is you should be confident, and the second thing you should brush up all your basics. Like it's not like you should know every tool in the job description. It's just you need to be thorough through your resume
Okay,
and be confident while answering the questions and uh, try to be more interactive with the interviewers so that they could know you better each other. You could know better each other, like you could ask for the what do you do in the team for the interviewer, and what are their roles, how do they work, what kind of projects they deal. And in the same way you could also tell them like what kind of similar projects you have worked with, and that's a small interaction which can lead to a better things.
what activities interested you in most for improving your English skills, communication skills?
Sorry.
What activities interesting you in the most for improving your skills?
Interview skills.
Yeah, like interesting most activities for your
Activity.
communication skills.
mm, it's just when I go for the interview or meet people, communication plays a key role. Like the way we communicate, the better response you get from the other person. So that's the one kind of motivation for where I wanted to be a better communicated person, and that's where I started learning English communication perspectives, talking to other people, and that's where you get from the real time examples.
Could you please tell me your experience for facing of interview face to face?
Yeah, I do have a couple of face-to-face interviews in the last couple of months. Mostly, I do have the interviews with either with HR or the technical team or the senior managers. Yeah, I haven't done well in the first couple of interviews, but as I got through the further interviews in the last couple of months, I got to know like what they really expect, like how to behave, how to greet them, how to ask the questions. So I say this that well before that I used to practice a lot on mock interviews with my friends, and that could have made me a better thing. I mean, better communicator in the face-to-face interviews. But the first thing is you should be genuine with your profile. Just let them know what you know and what you have worked in the previous project, and I think they would ask the questions later, and you could answer them. It's simple.
Well,
It's not a big thing.
well done, Prasanth. Could you please tell me few tips for preparing of resume?
Yeah, you for the resume preparation, I say there are two formats. One is people say it's ABC format, where you need to have each resume point having the impact, what you have done specifically on that project. So make it something like I worked on a machine learning project which has improved the accuracy from 29 to 54%, where you need to have the values, impact, and the project in a single line, and try to mention all the skills, and try to make sure your resume fits the job description. That's the first thing you need to make sure. And you follow this ABC rule, which I said, and no spelling mistakes. Try to make it simple, not so colorful and everything. Make it simple. Try to make the points which reflects what you have done in the projects, not so simple terms like I did this project. That's not the kind people expect when they are reviewing a resume, but they do expect like I used machine learning algorithms like gradient boost for a time series data, which has resulted in 14% more accuracy to the existing algorithms. So this is what they expect from a resume. So and resume making is an art. It's a kind of art. You need to refine the resume whenever you kind of learn some new things, or when you get, I mean, it's just a continuous process. The way you work on your resume makes your profile stands out.
Okay. What is the role of verbal test in campus interviews?
Uh, yeah, they do play a key role. I mean, most campus interviews do conduct their tests on coding skills and something like that if it's a software role. But the verbal skills tells them your aptitude, like your problem solving,
Yes.
like how do you think out of the box. So that's a very important thing people expect, because they already know you have a degree, so you can perform well in your field, but they want you to test out of the box, like how do you handle some situations, how do you handle communicating with your colleagues. That's the important thing when you are working together, and working on such a large projects. You need a collaboration and communication, and thinking out of the box, like when you have a bug, how do you solve it, because all the companies do need to solve the problems in a matter of days, not like in a year or month. You need to be as quick as possible, and that's where the out of box thinking lies.
And also, what challenge you are facing and how to resolve it in your
On what?
career for facing of interview?
Nothing sort of that. Just practice your basics, I say, and try to give up mock interviews with your friends or with persons who are working in the companies, and that would really help you in the future interviews.
One last question. How was the transition from academic life to corporate life? What were the some of initial challenge you faced?
Yeah, there's a couple of challenges. What we learn in academic is not the same in corporate things. You need to work with a large team. Like I haven't collaborated with a lot of people in my academic. There is no kind of process like how do I work on a project. But if you go to the company, there is set of rules, like you need to plan the project, you need to communicate to your teammates, and then you should start working. And you need to, I mean, you need to also check for the code base which has been like written by many contribute. There's a lot of engineers working on a code base, so you need to understand that, you need to understand the project. I mean, that has its own challenges, but every company and team gives you the time to learn. So you would have a couple of months before starting the actual project, and by the time you could just talk to the your colleagues and you could learn on the project.
Thank you, Prasanth, for giving me your valuable time for our my case study.
Thank you, Ganesh.
Okay, thank you.
Best of luck.